we will get started. Jumping jacks, you know how to do. Remember, you can do low impact as well. Shoulder push-ups, you're going to get down on the floor, stick your booty up in the air almost in a downward dog position, and you're going to lower the crown of your head. Look at your toes, lower the crown of your head to the floor, and back up. So this is really working the tops of these shoulders right here. You want the motion to be almost like you're lifting something straight overhead, but just upside down on the ground. You can put your knees down. If you're going to put your knees down, keep your knees far away from your hands and still lower your head down, because what I want, and try and keep that booty in the air, because what I want is to work the shoulders rather than the front of the chest, like with a regular push-up. Line jumps, just jump from side to side, across an actual line or an imaginary one. Okay, under the fence, similar starting position to the shoulder push-up, and then you're gonna lower yourself down and scoop yourself under the fence. And what you're trying to do is stay as close to the ground without actually touching anything to the floor. You can also do this on your knees by leaning back. You're gonna sink down and propel yourself forward underneath that fence and push up at the very end, okay? And then you don't have to go back under. You can just back up to the starting position. Then you're just gonna do tuck jumps. So you're gonna stand in one spot and jump up, tuck your legs. Jump up, tuck your legs. From the side, you're trying to get your legs into a tuck position, okay? The low impact version of this is just to do high knees, to stand, or you can jump up and down off of a low step. Then regular push-ups, plank to plank. You're in a regular plank position on your hands, drop down to your elbows, push back up onto your hands. You can also do this on your knees. Okay, keep those hips nice and low to the ground, nice plank position there. Upright rows, you'll have your weights. This motion, watch the shoulders going into the ears, keep your shoulders down, your shoulder blades squeezed together, your chest nice and open as you're lifting, and then watch that you don't lift your elbows up past parallel to the ground. Renegade rows, have your weights in your hands, get down and you're on your weights, you pull up into a row, squeezing those shoulder blades together, fight to keep those hips square with the ground. You can also put your knees down, but try not to open up those hips as you row. So you're really fighting, using your core to keep your hips square with the ground. Tricep push-ups. Want to get on your side, wrap that arm around. Try not to lay all the way on the ground when you lower yourself down. You're doing your tricep push-ups. Remember the placement of the hand. Farther from the body and farther from your hip, in between your hip and your head, the easier it is. As you get closer to your body and your hip, it becomes more intense. Do that on both sides. Let's see. High knees, just running in place, getting those knees up as high as you can. This is low impact. Okay. Prison squats. So you're just doing a squat. Make sure your toes are pointed forward. You're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together as hard as you can. Really try to get your elbows back behind you as much as you can. And just do a squat. This is a back exercise, so you're not going to be able to squat as low. As soon as you feel yourself needing to bend forward, that's when you stand up, and it should be working this part of your middle back. Booty kicks, you're just going to run in place, try and kick your booty as you run. Low impact, standing in place, trying to kick that booty. Bicep curl to overhead press. I'm going to get down on my knees to show you, but you stay standing when you do it. This is just to show the arm position. So we're going to do a regular bicep curl. then press up, overhead. All right? Go back down to the top of the bicep curl. Do it again. Make sure on that bicep curl that you are going to full extension here, meaning that you straighten your arms all the way. And also on the shoulders, just because you raise your arms over your head, keep those shoulders down out of your ears. So raise them over your head. Bring them back down, and always keeping your shoulder blades pulled together behind you and your hips tucked under. We've got to work on that posture anytime we're doing something standing. All right, and then I'm going to have you try a plank on your weights. I should grab my weights. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your weights, you're going to set them up on their ends, okay? Then you want to make sure your shoulders are directly over your wrists. Kind of scoot your knees back so you have quite a bit of weight on the front part of your body, on your arms and shoulders. Okay? Really pulling in that core. You can just stay here the whole time, or get your toes dug into the ground and push your body off the ground so that you're actually doing a plank on your weights. Adds a little bit of more intensity to the stability by having to stay balanced on the weights as well, and it really forces you to keep your shoulders over your wrists, which is what you should do always in a plank, but a lot of times as we get tired, we'll push back from our wrists a little bit to take some of the pressure off our core. So it just ensures that you're keeping your weight in the proper spot when you do a plank. But you can stay on your knees. All right, have fun with that.